watch it and then refunded it. But there are a couple of reviews that have played 3 hours, and I'm like, yeah, you must just talk shit to get your refund.
Just to let you know, we're live.
Oh,
was that SHIT word within the first 8 seconds?
that was my new registration plate.
Can't put it up onto YouTube now.
Oh, trust me, you can.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to
gosh.
move people around a bit.
YouTube just pay attention to what comes out of my mouth.
It took us 60 sessions to get Dart to play see you next Tuesday.
Oh,
Don't spell it out.
no. Don't sound it out.
No, don't sound it out either.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Ty, Matt, who plays Ty, is not with us today. So Ty will be resting in the gentle branches of Starbow, and
Will be greatly missed
for the majority of the adventure, until, you know, if the ship gets blown to bits.
It's like a ready-made cremation, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's a pre-made bonfire. That's what it is. It's a pre-made bonfire. I'm just thinking, attacking this ship with like burning oil would really do some damage, I figure.
Nothing burns in space.
Yeah. You hope. Yeah, so we left the party sailing through some wreckage last week, and just at the end, a will of the wisp came up and appeared in front of them, and sort of like said some interesting words about being assistants, which I will repeat once I give the synopsis of the story so far in a brief and succinct manner. But before that, I'm going to allow the players an opportunity to say who they are and the wonderful characters they are playing tonight. And as always, Mr. Pickles, we come to you first.
I am Mr. Pickles, and I'm playing Jennifer Eben, as I always do with this. She's a human druid, Circle of the Wildfire, so she's very much into the belief that everything will die eventually and gives fertilization to things being born again. Big old circle of things catching on fire and then blooming. That's her main thing, is she has fire magic. She can bring a wildfire spirit to dance with her and set enemies on fire, and yeah, she's not very charismatic, and it might just be more that she smells of campfire wherever she goes, so people are always put off a little bit by her. She's a bit blunt and likes just steam forward on things or burn things through. And for some reason, I prepared Earth Trimmer, which seems like the worst possible spell to prepare in a space-based campaign. But with
that is excellent. I love that.
I thought it might come in handy, but I'm starting to think there's a lot of space where it's not very helpful.
Yeah.
But I will pass the microphone over to Captain Kangaroo.
Hey everyone, I'm Captain Kangaroo, and unlike Mr. Pickles, I actually have very useful spells. I'm playing Sanctus Arrhenius today. He is the healer of the group. He's here to really buff everyone up, make them all really good at stuff they do, so that way he doesn't have to do it himself. Unless, of course, you're a dirty sinner, then he might think twice about helping you out. He's also just honestly a good guy to listen to, as long as you listen to his religion, and that's all he cares about, really. Besides that, I will pass the microphone. I'm passing the microphone to Chugabugga.
Hi guys, I'm Chugabugga. I am playing Pericleus Simersut, who is a rock gnome arcane trickster. So the arcane tricksters are rogues with a little splattering of wizardry magic thrown in. The spells that he uses are from sort of like the enchantment and illusion schools, rather than sort of like destructive or healing spells. Like Mr. Pickles, I chose history as my main skill. History for a world which was destroyed in the first 10 minutes of the game. Go figure.
We've got good planning.
Yeah.
It might not be destroyed yet.
He's also very good at languages and enjoys a bit of tinkering as well. When it comes to combat, well, he prefers to sort of like hover on the fringes of the melee rather than going toe to toe with the enemy. He's not really built for that. He's like 3 foot tall and very squishy. So, but he's good natured and has a very fine beard and moustache, and will go out of his way to help anybody in need usually. And I will pass on to Medivac.
Hi, everybody. I'm Medivac, and I find it really easy to throw Perry across from to another ship. I'm just shy of 8 foot tall. You'll see my bluey grey skin and loincloth because I don't wear armor, and my huge great axe on my back. I am not very bright, but I can lift heavy things, as people like to say.
Very much like your warlock then. The kick of opportunity that we're going to.
Calm down. Yeah, he's very loyal. He will always throw himself first into combat, and he will try to maintain any aggro that's there. Yeah, he takes a bit of a beating, but he's used to it, and he can shrug it off with a smile and cook a meal after it. And with that, I shall pass on to inwils.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have to say that Sanctus really was not only the life and soul of the party last week, but also brought 2 people back from the dead by healing them up. So, yeah, so the party escaped their world, and they're on the hot pursuit of the Astral Elves that damaged their world, trying to figure out why it's happening, but they really want to bring it to an end. Anyway, they found that there's a rendezvous point of people who are sort of like coming together to kill or banish the Astral Elves. And they've decided to go off and find this, which is in Doom space. They went to Topola's tower last adventure and got a device after slaying Big Mama, who was a giant space shark, for want of a better description. Then they got back onto the their ship, the second ship that they have been on, and then they set off into space towards Doom space. They came across a massive space battles, or should I say the remnants of the space battle, and they saw some space sharks seem to be feeding off some kind of body or something across the gap between the air envelope of their ship and any other ships that are around. They got 2 passengers that seemed to be vampirates, and they were put down below in the brig. And at the end of the last adventure, the last session, Will-O-Wisp appeared on the deck of, I can't remember what the name of this ship is.
The second wind.
Thank you, the second wind. That's it. There's so many names of ships going around. So yeah,
Its rowboat is called the Jolly.
yes, it actually has 2 rowboats. Just out of interest, I forget what the one's called. I think it's called.
Is it Roger?
I think it's called. Hang on. It's something that rhymes with jolly, I think. Like Molly and Jolly, or something similar.
Oh, golly.
To that. Yeah, perhaps it is Golly. Let's have a look. I can't find it. I will find it at a later date. Now, yes, so I'm really getting to grips with the combat in 5e, and I find it very hard to judge whether or not something's going to kill 2 of the members of the party or, you know, Hastane that they killed never even got an action. you know, he was down and out before the end of before the battle even began. So what we're going to be doing tonight is playing through the final chapter. At the end of this chapter, it's the end of a part, and the characters will increase a level. So what we're going to do is that we're just going to play to that point. If it takes us quicker than the 3 hours, then we'll be home in time. We'll be home early. If not, we'll see how it goes. Okay, then. So the Will of the Wisp, you should be able to see the Will of the Wisp on your map, hopefully.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And so if you remember, this appeared at the end of the last session. You're all on. We're going to leave Ty up in Starbow for the majority of this game. Anyway, the Will of the Wisp, if you remember, appeared before you and said the following things. So a tiny ball of light appears and quickly flies around the mast and then settles a few feet above the main deck, changing colours as it hovers in place. In a soft voice, it says, "Lost, are we? Maybe I can be of assistance." And that is your cue. Decide what you would like to do.
What would
Well,
okay.
seeing it's pretty light, I'm going to look up and say, "Hello, pretty light. Yeah, we are a bit lost. What can you tell us where to go?"
Where are you going?
"Oh, I don't know. Let me ask somebody."
Are we lost? I don't think we are lost.
Well, I was just following the general direction. Just where this boat was going.
Crooks pipes up at this point and says, "As you remember, we're going to try to find a colleague of Topola. She mentioned there might be somebody who can help us in our cause."
Grimzod.
Yeah,
Grimzod.
Grimzod.
Oh yes, bit of a contradiction to which direction he might have floated off in.
Oh,
One of them
says
said
Delight.
that way, and Pericles will point one way, and the other one said that way.
And we don't know which one to choose because they're both sinners.
I know where he is. I know the rendezvous point.
Told you didn't know where to go.
Yes, the battle was long and hard.
Nice.
Who was it between?
The captain made several mistakes in the past. Shall we say, firing on a star moth is not the best thing. It sort of like aggravated the Astro Ants.
How many ships survived the battle?
Just the one. The captain's ship.
That's the one we're chasing.
And he continued towards the rendezvous. That seems,
I think.
rather stupid on his behalf, taking into account the odds.
I think he was trying to escape. His ship was somewhat battered.
So tell me, not to be not to sound obnoxious or anything, but how did you happen to be here? Were you on one of the ships?
Yes. And
One of ours or one of theirs?
if anybody has an Arcana roll, they can roll it now.
Thank you very much.
Got something like that. A little bit.
14 and 20. Yeah. So you are both aware of will-o'-wisps, and they tend to feed off life force, dying life force. It seems possible that the will-o'-wisp almost like stayed in this general area to maybe, tidy up the remaining life force of anybody who was
So they're
floating around.
scavengers, essentially. They're scavengers.
Yeah, but they would
All right.
never attack a living being to suck its life force, if that makes sense. It's sort of like
Yeah.
dwells on the remnants.
So really, are they they're sort of like neutral, as in
Yeah, the carrion.
Yeah,
they won't attack anything, but they won't
Yeah, but
probably
they
help
will.
anything either if that's getting attacked, because at the end of the day,
it will have
Food.
food.
the outcome is
Yeah.
food.
Yeah. So that's not always best to
Cautious.
believe in them, in my opinion. But yeah.
And Pericles is going to say, "What's in it for you?"
Oh, I will make the captain pleased.
I'm sorry. You will
Well,
make him pleased.
Yes, he is always looking for new additions to his fleet. I am assuming that is why you are looking for him.
Well, yes, of course. How much of a head start does he have?
Well, quite a bit, but his ship is somewhat damaged. We can get to the rendezvous place where he will be waiting for any of his ships that survived the astral elf attack to rendezvous. He gave the command to withdraw. Pirates never retreat.
Unless they're dumb sitting vampire pirates. Makes sense. Mr. Wisp guy, can you give us a second as we kind of discuss some things? Nothing about you, but just I forgot about something that we should discuss over here, away from you.
Yeah, and the will-o'-the-wisp is quite intrigued by Starbow, so it goes off and dodges in and out of the branches, talking to Ty and almost like tickling the treant. Yeah.
Sanctus will approach her, but should we believe in the weird, arcane, draining wisp or life draining
No.
wisp?
I think there's a lot of coincidences that are happening at this time.
Yeah, there's something's off, in my opinion. Now, I don't know what that opinion means, but something's weird.
He's a pretty light.
And I feel like this is
Pretty light.
this is a trick from those sinners downstairs that we saved, and I think they're trying to suck us off, and I'm not cool with it.
Well, innocent until proven guilty. As of yet, they have
Their
nothing at
existence
all.
is guilty. Their existence, like they are sinning.
I
undead.
don't think, Sanctus, that you can tar everybody with that same
Just saying.
brush.
Just saying. It's the same. What Lathander said about this.
I think what we should be considering is, what other options do we have? Wild space seems to be a very large and vast void. We have no idea which way Grim went. We have two completely different directions given by the gentleman currently being held friendly in the brig. We need to take into account that they are not prisoners. We don't know the location of the rendezvous ourselves.
It just seems like a trap to me, but we might not have any choice but to, go head on into this trap.
But at least
this
we know
is
if we are
D&D.
going forward, and we know it's a trap, then we can prepare for the trap.
Yes.
I mean, I'm quite open to any other suggestions, but from my calculations that I've quickly done, well, talking to it and taking into account all the information that we currently have and our options, I don't think we have all that much choice.
So we'll be the steel boot to their bear trap. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's an alarming metaphor there. Or simile.
Anyways, I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna prepare and I'm gonna meditate, really get me the juices flowing so Lathander can help me out later on, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, you can just do
Excuse
that. You don't
me?
need to announce it.
I just want to make sure everyone knows that a lot of holy Ura is gonna hit me very fast, right in the face.
Yeah. Thank you very much for bearing with us. Do you have a name, by the way?
no.
Me? No, this one. Okay.
Oh well. Well, we would very much like to take you up on your offer of guidance towards Grimlock's vessel and or the rendezvous point.
The will o' the wisp flies round the mast a few times.
Are you familiar with star charts?
No.
Okay. So you wouldn't be able to point it out to us where it may well be.
It appears that the will o' the wisp gets rather excited and flies round the mast a few times before announcing to follow her, and she almost seems to be like a beacon to follow, and Topolov can actually follow the will o' the wisp as it leads you. And the first thing that you notice that you veer away from the wreckage of the recent battle and start to head off almost like 45 degrees from the direction you were going at the first time. You will have a day before the next part of the adventure. So if anybody needs to heal or swap spells or decide or pray or meditate or anything like that, then you do have a day. Obviously, anything that you've used up that has a number of turns, I mean, essentially you'll get a long rest so you can change things as you need.
I'm just looking at my notes from last adventure. And after Kindori and before Grimzod, I've got fish shoot. Any ideas?
That would be the thing we killed
Big Mama.
Big Mama, yeah.
Was she a fish shoot, was she?
We
All right.
we shot the fish.
No. I don't know whether or not it
Oh,
was
okay.
the two pirates' names.
Oh, actually I might. No, did I write anything?
It doesn't matter. I just
I think I should put them down as deceitful sinners.
cool. Right. Okay, I don't need to do anything.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay then. So Jennifer, you won't be changing any spells, Sol, at all. But Sanctus and Jennifer, are you altering any spells or anything like that while you have your long rest?
I took a long rest to get my rage back.
Yes, I thought.
No, my spell should be consistent. Yeah, I'm all ready for some dirty stuff.
Some action. And what
Some
about
action.
Jennifer?
I am trying to remember how to edit my character sheet on D&D Beyond.
Go to
if you
manage.
go to what are you doing your spells?
Yeah, I wanted to switch out a Earth Trimmer for anything else.
Do you have to switch them out, or can you just not cast them in the anything
Go
that's
to
on
the
your...
anvil, top right hand side, the anvil, and edit them that way.
Okay, that's why I'm having an issue. I can't see any anvil. But I guess it doesn't matter
Or
too
you
much.
can,
I'll just...
can you got to go to manage spells and then delete the ones that you don't and add the ones that you want. So when you go onto your spells on the right hand side of it, it's manage spells, and it should pop up a list on a little taskbar to your right hand side where you can delete and add.
I am not seeing any of these options.
Okay,
Yeah,
first thing
well-
to do is click on features and traits, because there's been an update to D&D Beyond and you need to refresh your character sheets.
I think something is going awry here.
Well,
And
if you go to where it says long rest, campaign, jammer, speech block, game log, and then from there's a go builder.
I don't even see the long rest button.
Okay,
Oh my
I'll maybe
goodness.
shut it down and go back into
Are
it.
you on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking at my
Yeah.
character, but it's like all the options are gone.
Why don't you refresh it?
Did you
just
make nasty comments on Twitter about the
I did
OGL?
nothing on
Oh,
Twitter.
yes.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
survey.
Wizards of the
That'll
Coast
be
hates
it.
you.
You're
on a list, aren't you?
No.
Right, are you sure you're on D&D Beyond and not on the Chrome? Look at the top, say your name and then Chrome, Google Chrome, or Google or whatever you're using as a web browser. Not on Roll20. Did it say Dungeons and Dragons your name? It's the
Yeah,
right, it says whatever.
It's the exact same thing I've been using, but it's just missing like a bunch of buttons that aren't loading. And like I can't do anything with inspiration now.
And
It's
have you
definitely-
refreshed it?
Yes, a couple times at this point.
It's definitely dndbeyond.com.
Yes,
Yeah, just
dndbeyond.com
finding them-
/characters/number.
Just if I was you, I would go D&D Beyond and then just go to your like the homepage and then go from your profile and then go to characters and find your
view, yeah.
character that way and view. Just do it from that way.
Otherwise, it's game over, man.
Um,
We'll just use our imagination, fellas.
Yeah. Step into the theater of the mind.
yeah, I may need just to look up some other.
Yeah, so
I
Mr.
think I
Pick,
can still roll, but
yeah, so when I look at the campaign, I don't have inspiration, I don't have the anvil or
Are you
anything
wearing
like that.
gloves?
It's because I don't have my heating on, so I get cold. I keep my fingers warm.
Crazy bag lady, you.
I
Yeah.
thought you're going to steal from a house soon and then
So, Mr. Pickles, so I couldn't see it in campaign. So I just did what somebody said. I went up to my name up at the top right and went to characters there and pulled up one of the character that's in the campaign, Marmaduke. And then all of a sudden I could use inspiration, and I do have the anvil.
If you can't find it, you're in the tree with time.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
nice
I
tree.
might need to be in the tree for a little bit here while I figure things out.
Can you see your character underneath your name?
Yeah, I can click on my character and everything, and I can go in, and it still doesn't have.
So if
Many
you click on your
things.
character, the box should appear on the right hand side. It says manage character and levels and manage experience, manage character settings. No?
you don't see a manage button right next to your character's name.
And I really don't. might need to restart my internet or something. It's being nonsense.
No, your internet's fine.
Yeah,
But
you've been very
restart your
clear.
browser.
Maybe turn off your ad blocker.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's interesting. If I go on to Mr. Pickles' sheet, inspiration doesn't work.
Oh,
Anvil, but I can.
Is he rage quit?
But you're only viewing it, aren't you? You're not actually. You can't actually change it. You can't change any of the characters in.
If I go on to D&D Beyond, I'm sure I can view any character in the party that's there.
Yeah, you can
And use
view
that.
them, but you can't alter them in any way, which is
Exactly.
why the anvil's not there, or the manage character button. Here he comes.
You. Well, 20 updated, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're right. I wonder if you're, in that case, I wonder if he's going as a spectator rather than the actual owner.
Okay, so you can't change your spells.
I got it. No, I got it now. I got all the buttons now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get rid of Earth Tremor.
Okay, get out the tree. You can play.
Okay, cool. I'll just climb down. It'll take me a second.
You're a slip.
Right, let's go. Let's go.
I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but now I can't remember how to remove. Yeah, it really doesn't matter that much here. I have plenty of spells.
No, just
I don't need
Just
to
work
slow
on
this
it
down.
while
do
I.
it while we're going. Do it while we're
Yeah.
going. Don't worry.
That's not a problem. Okay, so after probably a day travel, you experience some strange sort of cosmic weather change. And you seem to be caught in a cosmic storm. Lightning flashes through the dense blue and purple clouds, illuminating a silhouette of a galleon with torn, flapping sails. Ghastly mariners stand on deck and cling to the rigging, staring at you with unblinking eyes. You're about 250 feet apart at the moment. The ship that you're looking at looks badly damaged, seriously badly damaged. But currently you are decreasing the range between you and the other ship.
Pericles, if he is on deck, he wants to say to the will-o'-the-wisp, he wants to go, is that Grim's odd ship?
And she says, yes, we are here. And she goes dancing off back to where the ship is.
So are there like ghosts on it?
From this distance, they seem to be sailors, but they seem to be very pale skinned. They seem very much the same as the two vampirates that you rescued from the salvage.
Everybody's up on deck.
So when you're about 50 feet from each other, so you and the opposing ship, you can see that it's actually called the Last Breath. And onto the deck, what appears to be the galleon's captain steps into view. He's a pallid, white-haired man with a barred metal mask covering the lower half of his face. Before I say any more, I will just bring him on so you can see him. Remember, he's on his ship, but this is definitely Grimzoid. Hopefully you can see him now. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
So
Very handsome.
he has a barred metal mask covering the
Looks
lower
like
half
looks
of
like he
his
brushes
face.
his hair a lot.
Yeah, he does. Interestingly enough, his left hand detaches itself from his wrist, and skitters up his arm and onto his shoulder, and perches there and almost like waves a finger at you. Brooks sneers at the sight and keeps one hand on his holstered pistol. Vampirates, he hisses.
They're sinners. At this point, before we start combat, if we start combat, I don't know. I'm going to cast Emboldening Bond on my buddies,
Yeah.
pals, which is just they do what they do.
Is that just 3?
Just a 3, yeah, for
Yeah.
now.
And
So
not,
I'll just do
not
it.
yourself, yeah.
No, because I'm not much of an attacker. I'm more of a
healer.
I'm a buffer.
Yes, so the ship seems to go, gets closer and closer, and you can see that there's definitely what appears to be vampirates on the deck. There also seems to be at the front of the ship what appears to be quite a large ogre. He looks a bit mangled and a bit decaying. But
Can you say what it was again? Because you just broke up when.
Yeah, of course I can.
No, what it was. That's the only bit I missed.
The ogre bit.
Oh, ogre. Thank you.
We didn't hear ogre.
Yeah,
we didn't hear ogre.
Right.
That was it.
Yes. So, did you catch all the rest of it?
Yes.
Chugga-wugga?
Yeah. It was just. Yeah.
Brilliant.
It wasn't just me. It was everybody. I think.
Brilliant.
It was that one word. We're like,
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. Okay then. So yeah, that was an ogre. If you missed that. So yeah, and he's standing on the ship opposite you.
Does it look like they're attacking, or are we just having a tense standoff as they fly past us?
They don't seem to be attacking at all. This appears to be Grimzod, that Toppler says was her friend, if you remember, and this is why you're going in search of him, because he's somebody who can help you in your cause. It appears that she omitted to tell you one important piece of information, maybe, that he actually is a vampire.
A demon of the night. Get it.
Pericles, he's going to shout across the void, "Hail the last breath!"
Yeah, the captain places his boot on the rail along the deck of his creaking galleon and leans over, his dismembered hand perching on his shoulder, and as lightning from the cosmic storm flashes behind him. Grimzod's tone of voice is inviting, but his dead black eyes glint with malice. It's a dangerous place out here. That menace from Xaryxis, Commander Vale, keeps sending ships to our system, but we do our part to thin the Astrael's ranks. You're obviously not one of them, apart from him. Care to identify yourselves?
Yes, we're the second wind, and yes, we've come to rendezvous with you to go to the the meeting. A friend of yours and also ours, a Toppler. Pericles will look around to see whether or not she's on. Oh no, she's piloting.
No, actually, when you turn round, she actually comes out of the cabin.
Here she is.
And Grimzod says, Do my lifeless eyes deceive me? Toppler, my darling, what a surprise. If you come to drive a stake through my heart, you'll have to return it first.
Oh, you two obviously know each other. Oh, we've also got a couple of your crew members, I do believe, down below deck. Now, we didn't know whose side they were on, to be honest with you. So they have been kept in the brig, but they have been well looked after, fed and watered, and treated with the utmost respect.
And unfortunately, in one piece.
He sort
So,
of,
so we'll get those, shall we?
he says, yeah, you can bring them back and onto his ship.
We'll arrange for them to be brought up on deck. Does he recognise them as they come up?
He seems to nod a courteous nod on them, and then sort of like moves his head, uses his head to sort of like indicate that they should go onto the back of the ship, as the detached hand sort of like goes, and they sort of like mutter and go over and jump over the slight gap between the ships and goes back onto Grimzod's.
As they walk by, Sanctus will clench his holy artifact.
Buttocks.
Yeah.
One and the same.
Is this everybody? Are there any more ships coming?
Oh, and Zimzod and Grimzod says, no, this'll be the last ship.
Well,
Bummer. Sorry.
So what's the plan from this stage onwards then?
He sort of like, Grimzod says,
Will we be going to meet other people?
Grimzod looks at you all and says, maybe I can come on board and we can have a chat.
Oh, but yeah. What do we do? Lines or something?
And he says, so I just jump over.
Oh.
Crooks at this point stammers, I'm not having anybody like him on this ship.
I agree.
See, there's two of us, Perry, two of us against this. Tell him to stay on his own ship. We don't want those undead on this ship here.
Well, it's going to be very hard
like a
to
cockroach.
have a conversation shouting across the expanse. Maybe we could go to them.
Grimzod sort of like says, don't think you'll like it on my ship. Shall we say?
Full of dead bodies.
Yeah. There are certain things that us vampires have to keep.
Okay,
hidden away.
How about a compromise? Why don't we meet halfway in between the two ships on boats? The little rowing boat things. How's that for compromise?
Yeah, Crooks.
Out there in space.
Crooks is quite happy about that. He sort of like says, as long as they're not on my ship. And Grimzoid says, well, we don't have a smaller boat, but if you come across, I can jump on and talk to you if that's what you would like.
It's a plan then. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Well,
I'll make sure I come because I will be here to save you all from this deceiver.
Oh. So he gets you row the boat a short distance and pick up Grimzod. So you're sort of like in between two of the ships, and he sort of like says, so then, are you willing to join my crusade?
Well, I mean, it's our crusade as well. From what we can gather, this Xaryxian Empire is how should we say, not made up of very nice people.
Okay, make me a persuasion check with charisma, and the DC is 15. Yeah, and he sort of like turns around you and says, "So we could obviously join forces then."
Yes, work together. Many hands. Did you have a plan?
Well, to be honest here, I have a secret weapon.
Ooh, tell us. Well, it would be a secret, would it? It would just be a weapon. What can you tell us about it? And how can we help in this with making sure that this secret weapon is successful?
He says, I would tell Topola. I trust her. She was my beloved.
Oh, I didn't know what with all the stakes through the heart and well,
would any of you be interested in becoming a pirate?
I think that's a no from Sanctus. For me, no. Unfortunately, I don't quite believe in robbing from people and keeping the goods for themselves. I'm quite the opposite. I do like to retrieve items, but give them back to their original owners. So we might have a bit of conflict of interest there. But thank you very much for the offer. Jennifer, what about you?
I also am not interested in the stealing. It doesn't appeal to me and my desire for true adventure.
We don't steal, or we just take what is needed. If you're thinking about it, lassie, well, there's only 4 rules in the, shall we say, the pirate code.
Okay, yeah, 4 rules.
I hope one of them's never eat yellow snow.
The first one, don't eat each other.
Eat each other.
No crew member shall partake of another crew member's flesh or drink their blood.
Kind of a little bit of a deal breaker, but yeah, go on. Second rule.
Second one, and he looks at you, Sanctus. No hymns. Many crew members' ears are, shall we say, sensitive to holy praise. But while on board the ship, bards and other musicians are only allowed to play, well, non-religious tunes.
Obviously.
Number 3, coward's consequence. Those who abandon their post or shirk their duty shall be marooned. And yes, thank you for bringing back 2 of my former crew who will be abandoned because via Article 3, coward's consequence. Oh, just one more, my lassie. One more. No shipboard conflicts or disputes shall be settled on land. What do you think then? Do you feel your heart being tugged towards a life of riches?
Yeah, I really do feel that tug, but I kind of have this thing with my friends here that I'm trying to do first. So that this might be a come back to it later. We'll circle around to this one.
The only riches I seek is the salvation of the Fander. All right, come on.
Yeah, really liking that rule about the hymns now.
There will always be room on my ship, fair lady, for one like you. I like your smell as well.
Weird, but
Gross.
Okay, so it looks like it's a no, but we're still more than willing to join forces against the Xaryxian Empire. So this secret weapon.
Yeah, well,
Oh, sorry, you don't want to discuss it with us. You want to talk to Toppler. I remember that. Right, this is going to be a bit difficult because, no offense to you or your kind, but Crooks doesn't want you on his ship. Right.
you need to know, if you want to know about the secret weapon, I need to be on that ship and seeing my once beloved once again. He looks at you, Perry, and says, you have a strong tongue in you. Maybe you can persuade your captain to let me have a brief moment with Toppler.
Why does Toppler just go on the ship? Why's that the issue? On the rowboat thing.
there's not enough room with me on it.
No,
Then get off.
there's not enough room with Sol on it.
Okay,
He
well,
says,
thank you very much, Mr. Grimm. We'll let you know when you could come across.
He says, yeah, and then I can let you know how, with my secret weapon, we plan to defeat the Xaryxian Empire.
So does he go back onto his ship?
If you are willing,
yeah. We'll bop him on his ship, and as we're going back towards the second wind, Pericles is going to say to Jennifer, perhaps you might be able to persuade Commodore Crook.
Well, I mean, normally people don't listen to me when I'm muttering at them, but if you think I've got what it takes, I mean,
Well,
you see things that I don't, Perry.
It's not quite what you can say, it's quite what you can probably do for him. Commodore Crooks is very, very keen on the old alcoholic beverages.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I was a little concerned
okay.
too, Sanctus.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
I don't know. I mean,
as a man of the cloth, I could not agree, but okay, it went a different direction. I thought, okay,
Yeah, you want
maybe
Commodore Crooks drunk. And
no.
then
Well,
you
I
want
was
me
thinking
to...
maybe a promise of something stronger than he's ever encountered before, and maybe even the recipe for it.
ooh,
There's nothing a drunk likes more than getting drunk, and the quicker the better.
I guess.
It's either that, or we'll have to probably come up with some gold.
Well, I mean, I could probably get some of the alcohol that
Is
I've been
Mr.
working
Pickles'
on for a few
mic
days.
broken?
I don't know. It keeps going in and out.
You're going in and out, Mr. Pickles.
Oh, am I? Is it? Is this a little bit better?
That's a better. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
this microphone doesn't like distance. It's a little
Okay.
bit clingy.
Yeah.
I could just get him some of the alcohol I've been working on for a few days. Not sure how good that's going to be, but I mean, do you want me to distract him?
Anybody else have any other plans?
How about this? We go across, we murder the entire ship besides the captain, and then we threaten with his life or his undeadness. Say, hey, tell us, or we'll just burn you like the rest of the sinners.
Okay, fine. I get it. The only option is to get him alcohol. I'll do my best. You made your point, Sanctus.
That's what I would want to do anyway. So, but it's fine. It's fine. You can just
This
do
is the sound
the
of me
alcohol thing.
stomping off to my liquor closet to attempt to engage this plan. And I guess the plan is for me to approach Commodore Crooks and just because I'm a very clever person at Intelligence 11, I'm going to use my plan of challenge him to a drinking game.
Right.
And my goal is to just get him drunk, and then at the end, if I'm still standing, try and convince him of this, but mostly just to distract him. So perhaps my comrades can resolve the situation quickly.
So rather than persuading him anything, you're going to engage.
Which was what the original plan was.
You're going to.
But, I mean, I think I have a better chance of just distracting him for a while discussions happen.
Yeah.
And then at the end, once he's drunk and if I'm still standing, be like, hey, so they're not so bad over on the other boat. Like I saw, and it was a little messy, but it's...
Because Jennifer's not the leadership type, isn't she?
She's very awkward, and that's why I don't take her drinking with him and then bringing it up later.
Very socially awkward. Yeah. Very.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did we do this beforehand?
It was Constitution checks, I believe. With I believe you started at a DC 5 and then you were raising it by 5.
That's it. Yeah, to see who actually
Very specific, but yes.
Yeah, who sort of like kept a lead. So we're going then until as far as we can go. Is that the general idea, or?
Yeah, my main goal is to buy time. Secondary goal is to drunkenly remember that I probably had a different thing that Perry just told me to do.
Okay then. So let's have the first round then. So this is DC 5. So Constitution checks. Off you go, Jennifer. Just need to get 5 or above with your Constitution.
Oh, it almost looked like I rolled a 1 there.
Yeah.
My +3.
Which, can I say, is much better than your charisma.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, and Commodore does as well. So you've sort of like in with the drinking. You're probably in a special place. Almost like his captain's quarters or something like that, partaking with some alcoholic beverage. What's Sanctus, Sol, and Perry is the idea to do something at the same time as this is going on, or waiting to see who survives?
I think what Pericles will probably do as he watches the drinking battle going on, he'll probably start to talk about the advantages of what won't be happening if Grim comes across. So he'll mention stuff like there's only going to be him coming across, and there's 4 of us, and we took out that massive big mama and that other person without any hassle, and he's not liable to do anything because he's coming across to see his ex-wife, and sort of like putting bits try to put Commodore Crook's mind at rest.
Right, so you're in the captain's chamber
joining us.
Yeah, I
won't be partaking in alcohol.
Okay. Let me say again.
This is when the
He'll
time to
pour.
do some good nature ribbing, like Perry can't handle his alcohol.
He'll pour the drinks.
So Sanctus and Sol, what's going to be your plan of action at this point?
I am essentially the two I thought deckhands, I think they are.
Yeah, they've gone back over to the ship.
No, that's the two that like me. Like
yes. Sam and Decker.
Sam and Decker. Yeah, I'm going to try to motivate them to get ready for any craziness that might go down with the undead. And as long as they have Lathander in their heart, they're gonna be fine. They'll have holy fury going against the undead.
Nice.
But I'm gonna get that ready, and knowing that I don't trust these guys, and I'm there to beat the crap out of them with some holy vengeance.
Yeah. And what about Sol?
Sol will be cleaning the deck if he's on his ship. Simple as that.
Well, there's a lot going on, but this needs to be mopped
Yep,
up for this
I
meeting.
watched it pretty light, and that was it. I lost interest.
Okay, so
Why
Sol,
the people than me were speaking.
You're cleaning the deck.
Yep.
Sanctus, you're preaching to your followers, Sam and Decker, and Jennifer, you're having a drinking game with Crooks, and Perry, you're in there monitoring the drinking game but not doing.
And as Crooks is getting drunker, he's then going to start sort of like saying things to him, which will hopefully stick in his mind and make him think that actually having Grim across onto the ship for a short period of time might not be too bad.
Okay then. So if you give me a persuasion check, and Jennifer, if you give me a constitution check, we're now at 10.
I thought you were going to want me to join in on the persuasion.
Well, you might have to.
Well, if I do, I'm going to pull out a doozy. 13.
Yeah, so you're busy. Does Perry want to put an inspiration die to that?
No, thank you.
Okay then. So yeah, you don't. He seems to be still in a. Crooks seems to be in a real rotten mood, and even though the alcohol is freely flowing, and we both manage round 2, he still seems to be not interested about allowing Grimsod onto the ship. Right, so shall we go to round 3, Jennifer?
Yes.
This is 15 or above.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail this one. Oh yeah.
I was just trying to figure whether or not emboldening bond's still on Sanctus.
That's up to you.
It's not like 10 minutes.
It is 10 minutes, so
I feel like we rode our boat and then we came back
that's
here,
true.
and then we had a conversation.
Okay then.
well, I could also redo it too, knowing that.
Or you can use an inspiration die if you wish, Jennifer.
The goal was always to get drunk. Because now I can ramble at him sort of obnoxiously about how, vampirates are cool and this guy doesn't seem that bad. Like, he might bring up how awesome your ship is by stepping on it. And the Toplar and the lady, the guy, since Toplar's the lady, talking together might be an interesting thing to watch. And you know what you could do to a vampire? Could put that grenade thing in his chest and watch him blow up. If he steps out of line, he just go boom.
Okay,
That's my attempt.
Let's see if he makes his plus 15 saving throw. Oh yes, he does. He's sort of like laughing at you, and he's talking about killing the vampirate and how strong you are and everybody is, and how fantastic this crew has been, etc., etc. And he's all like notices that you're getting a little bit drunk, and he sort of like says, "Come on, lass, you can do this," and shoves you another round of alcohol. Is there anything that Perry would like to do while this is going on?
He's going to watch this part of the exchange. So no.
Okay then. Jennifer, it's now we're on to the next round. So it's 20 plus to stay sober and to stay conscious at this point. But sadly, because you failed one of your rolls, you're at disadvantage now.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's the best way to do this. And my druid craft can't help me out at all. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll the first of two, unless I can remember how to make it so I just do things cool. Here we are. Type of roll, disadvantage. All right, time to meet my destiny.
It'd be so funny if you get 2 20s or so.
No.
Oh. Okay then. So you succumb to the alcohol. Oh.
And he's not even a dent.
Yeah, he's looks a bit wavy, but Perry, you notice that Jennifer's swaying a lot, and he sort of like says, "Another one, my girl," and Jennifer just goes to nod her head, but then just goes badunk down on the table.
Pericles is going to unhook a belt pouch from his belt and put it on the table in front of Commodore Crux, and he's going to say, "Gems worth 100 gold pieces. If you would kindly let Grim onto the ship for a short period of time where we can discuss our plans going forward."
Okay, so you need to make a persuasion check because it's the second time you've done this skill where it's going to be 16 now instead of 15.
No.
And he sort of like says, "You can't bribe me, little gnome." He says, "I know what you're trying to do. She was trying to get me drunk, wasn't she? Ah, nobody can get Master Crux, Commodore Crux drunk."
No problem at all. So Pericles will take the belt pouch and put it back onto his belt, and he'll say, "It seems we're at a bit of a
In walks Sanctus. In all
I have
his
an idea. Now, Crooks, I think we can take this guy. I think if he tries something, I think we can take him. And honestly, I want to take him because I don't want him to live anymore. So have him on, just him, and say no more than 2 of his pirates.
Crooks says, "Just him. Let's just have him by himself."
If he's cool with that, I'm cool with that. If he tries anything, we'll take me and you. We'll take him on, and we can definitely beat his ass.
Roll a persuasion check, and you can have advantage.
Ooh,
He likes
persuasion.
likes the idea of.
And to just twice, I think. And then that just
Yeah.
is.
That's. Oh well, yeah. The 20 definitely. You look at your persuasion.
I'm very persuasive.
You are super persuasive, and he sort of like definitely takes to this idea, and he says, "We can kill him if we need to, can't we, Sanctus?"
Easily.
Yeah,
I got him myself, and then with you, and just bam, easy.
because people like you are in your religion are quite good at wham bam, aren't you?
Trust me, we know a few things about kicking some undead booty.
Yeah.
And then taking their booty, because they're pirates.
He says, "Okay, then, agreed. Let's get him on, but you stay close to him, yeah?
Oh, he ain't going anywhere.
And if he makes one false move, you know what you're going to do."
Throw him off the ship, but the other end, and he just like.
What weapon does Sanctus carry?
He carries a mace.
Yeah, you can push that mace somewhere, I tell you.
Oh, trust me, you're very spiked. Yeah, you got this, me and you.
Yeah, together.
Right. You got that, Perry? Let's do this.
It's not
Jennifer's still passed out on the table.
I won.
I just love what you put in chat where you just said mission accomplished.
I got all my experience points.
Yeah. Okay. So Sanctus and Crooks, you can move your own character, Sanctus, your own token. Perry as well, if you're coming out. Yeah, you come along to the outside. You see Sol's still busy cleaning the deck, making sure everything is ship shape. And Sanctus, Crooks probably shouts across and says, Grimzod, you can come on board by yourself, but my friend here is ready for you. And he points at you, Sanctus.
And I just grimace at him.
Yeah.
What's Topola's how is she taking this? Does she
hasn't come out of this spell.
Oh, right. Okay.
And she's gone back to spell jamming.
Yeah.
Just roll your intimidation, Sanctus.
Oh, absolutely. Easy peasy.
Yeah, you sort of like growl or frown at him. He doesn't seem to be that scared, and he sets foot on the ship, almost like gingerly to start off with, just carefully putting his foot, seeing whether or not is you attack him or anything like that.
Before we start, I think everyone's within 30 feet of me. I'm going to do my Ebullion Bond again.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Which means Jennifer might be having a saving throw now to get out of her state.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this. This is a 15.
Plus a D4.
Would this be a Constitution saving
Yeah.
throw?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. And then the plus D4.
Yeah. Only need 3.
Yay!
Oh, but he gets 4. And so you're sort of like, you're a bit, if you try anything serious, you'll be at disadvantage until you get to the, saving the 10 one, 10 and then 5. But at the moment, you're upright. So I'm presuming you're taking Grimzod to Toppler in the spell jamming room. That's the plan.
Will she come up, or can we go down and get her?
Yeah, I don't
Will
think
she
it's
come up
smart to
back
bring
on-
him.
Will she come up on deck?
She's happy to do that.
Mm-hmm. So Pericles will go down to the spell jammer helm room and tell her that Grimzod is up on deck, and that he'll fill her in, basically saying that he has apparently a secret weapon, but he's already willing to talk to her about it, and then he's going to say, "Is everything okay between you and Grimzod? There won't be any issues with you two meeting."
No, she says.
Oh, splendid. Well, he's just up on deck.
Yeah, and she comes up on deck. They sort of like stand in the middle of the deck very awkwardly. She's sort of like looking down on the floor, almost like scraping her foot on the deck. And he's sort of like saying, nice to see you, Toppler. And there's this awkward moment of conversation. Jennifer, do you wish to make your 10 plus Constitution save?
Oh, yes. I would love to do that. Pow!
You do. I think you still have a 1d4, isn't it? Yes, you are coming round nicely. Coming round nicely. So you can go up on deck.
Yeah, I'd like to stumble and do that.
Yeah, and there seems to be sort of like some general chit chat, but there seems to be a rather a lack of privacy on the deck. You think Grimzod might have wanted a little bit more privacy to actually exchange words with his former. Well, it seems that they were at one point in some kind of relationship, but neither of them are talking to each other in a lot, and mainly because people are there stood around, and it seems a mighty strange situation.
Pericles is saying, I know this might not be the ideal situation to have a meeting, but unfortunately, there were compromises that had to be made on both sides, and well, this was really the best that we could come up with.
Yeah, and they sort of like continue to mutter to each other, but they seem to be
Perhaps we could
friendly.
walk over to the. Perhaps you could walk to the front of the vessel, the bow.
Yeah,
that's the word I was looking for.
They're more than happy to come over here. Of course, Crooks wants to be near them at all times, Sanctus. So it seems a bit of a strange going on. Crooks will probably want you to be next to him, Sanctus.
Okay. That's fine.
This bit of, let's be together because you're in this. Yeah, that's fine. Or behind him, it is completely up. Medivac, do you have Discord open?
I do.
I just sent you a message there. Just let me know when you've read it. Type in the rest.
Place for the win.
Have you got that?
I have indeed.
Let me know when you would like to act. So, yeah.
I'm assuming that everybody else is on Grimzod's ship.
All the mariners are on there. The only person across on this is your party is on this on the second wind.
That's fine then, right?
Yeah. But yeah. Is there anything you would like to do?
So I'm swashing left and right, and I'm there, and I'm looking up. I see the glowy light still there, and I can't see it. There's this other ship that's like moving. So who's close to me?
Perry is the closest to you at the moment.
Perry, that ship's off now. I wonder what he wanted.
The ship's going.
Yeah,
over there. I've been cleaning decks. You must have noticed. I've been busy doing this. Look, there's a bit of crap over there in that corner.
So is it the last breath that's sailing away?
Correct. At quite a big speed at the moment.
Quickly having a look around, is there anything else that is coming from a different direction? Any other ships approaching?
roll a perception.
Perception.
You can't see any of the ships. The only two ships that you can see in the cosmic storm at the moment are the ship that you are on and the pirate ship that is pulling away. It's now sort of like turned itself round, so it's actually going off, so you can see the back end of it at the moment.
Pericles wants to approach the meeting, and he wants to interrupt, and he's going to say, so sorry to interrupt, Captain Grimm. It seems that your ship might be adrift.
And at hearing this, he turns round and seeing the last breath heading off, his dark eyes widen first, but then narrow, and he hisses, "What's this foul treachery?"
Not even the undead could trust the undead. Crazy, right, Crooks?
No treachery on our part, I can assure you.
Grimzoid sort of like is round here now, shouting at his ship, and his little left hand is sort of like in a fist tapping his shoulder, and he's like, "Get your undead bottoms back here!" He's shouting at them, and this ship moves away. Jennifer, you're right there by the door. And at that point, you notice the door opens and Flinch comes walking through. He seems to be walking a little bit strangely. It's almost like his arms and his legs seem to be almost like a puppet, and he doesn't seem to be completely in control. And you look at him, and as you glance over to him, you notice that his eyes are black, and he sort of like staggers. He pays no notice to you, Jennifer, but he does seek out the vampirate captain Grimzoid. And then he says in a rather stunted voice, "Captain Grimzoid, your command of the last breath is at an end. We've had enough victory at your hands to last 10 times. And then Flinch suddenly shudders and blinks. And then there's a strange, almost like ghostly spirit sort of like comes out from him and vacates his body and cackles an evil laugh directed at Grimzoid, cackles, and then disappears. At which point Flinch blinks his eyes back into focus, and then says in a normal voice, "Do I smell smoke?" And that puts us dead on 8:30. Ready for our first break, the break of the evening. So we will be back at 1:45, 15 minutes, and we'll see what will happen on the second wind when, now that the last breath has pulled away, leaving Captain Grimzod on the second wind. See what happens. So do come back to see what happens in the next part. Till then, you've got 15 minutes. Go and grab a drink and something nice to eat, and we'll see you in 50. See you real soon. Bye-bye. Till then.
I'm trying to buy Pathfinder 2, and it's ridiculously expensive at the moment.
I thought Paisu just had a big sale on it.
No, not Pathfinder 2 Core, because you can't
Ah,
pick
right.
them as pocket edition. And I don't want to read it live to wear my glasses one.
Just to let you know, my other copy of Casting.
Fall down! No,
This one,
that's what I've got.
it's still in its plastic.
Ah, no, I took my plastic off
Because I
I
thought
had to read it.
I can keep.
So are they identical?
Yeah, but it was part of a Kickstarter, I think,
Oh,
Medivac,
right.
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, so I paid
I
a
didn't
little.
pay as much as you.
Yeah, and I got the lovely green backed book, and and now Medivac
jealous.
wishes he would. Yeah, so but yeah,
I got a PDF as well.
yes, yeah, a free PDF. Okay, yes. So the last breath is moving away, and the captain's rather seems to be rather annoyed, and Flinch seemed to be almost like Sanctus, and well, all of you is probably. It looked like he was being, or was for a moment, possessed by something. Not necessarily a demon or anything, but definitely some kind of undead that when anybody mentions it, Crooks gives a shudder. And Grimzod turns around and says, we need to get after my ship. That's got the secret weapon on.
Damn it! I mean, darn it! Sorry, Lathander.
Yeah. A lightning bug. Yeah.
You're like, no.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this sucks. So I guess I was wrong about you, but I was right about all of them.
And Toppler
I'll take those
goes.
odds.
Toppler goes down to the spell jamming ham and gets the second win in pursuit. Crooks is not happy at all, but he seems somewhat content that Grimzoid didn't do anything nasty, or seemed to kept to his word, which he's quite impressed by. And as you sort of like move off, the Grimzod, the vampirate captain, actually drops to his knees, and before anybody can stop him, he traces a pattern on the deck with his right hand, his left detached hand almost like synchronized with it as if they were connected. And there's a shimmering wave of magical energy that washes over the ship. And Grimzoid cackles in triumph and says, we are now invisible. They ain't going to see us until it's just too late.
Well, that's beneficial.
Can Lanthander do that, I wonder?
Yeah, can he do that?
He can if he felt like it, but
but he doesn't feel like it.
I'm gonna run over to the guy who was just possessed and see if I can help out with him. Make sure he's
yeah, just roll a healing skill for me.
Would that be medicine?
Oh yes, medicine. Sorry, yeah.
Yes. Ooh. Oh. Bummer.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be injured in any way. There's a bit of residual ghostly aura around him. He definitely looks like he was possessed by something that you assume came from Grimzoid's ship.
Okay.
Xaryxis
That's
was to Grimzoid and say, "Is there anything that you can tell us about the ship that we could maybe use to our advantage with regards to boarding or weaknesses?"
He sort of like says, well, we can board now because we can get close too. But remember, my ship is badly damaged. And be careful because it's brimming with alchemist fire. One well-aimed shot could actually cause her to explode. Better to slip aboard when we find her and dispatch of the mutineers in, shall we say, close combat. And his little hands are like as if it's fencing people.
Approximately how many? Well, I suppose we can call them mutineers now. How many mutineers are there on board?
Yeah, just check that because I can actually count them. There was the aforementioned ogre, and then there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 original pirates on it, plus the 2 that you put across there, so 10 total.
Is there anybody that might still be on your side?
He's sort of like
preferably the ogre.
he says, no, I hope one of you dispatches of him as quickly as possible. Well, maybe Rutledge might be still loyal.
Rutledge?
He's the spelljammer. Maybe he's being forced to sail the ship.
Right. Okay. And I know it's still a secret, but the secret weapon
in the brig, on my ship.
Very strange place to keep a secret weapon in there. Tell me, is the secret weapon living?
You'll find out when I get my ship back.
All right, let's do it then. It's my favorite thing to do is murder the undead. So,
and just one more thing, he says, you better watch out for Agony.
Who's that?
That's the ghost that took over and that Hazardy. Be warned.
Ah, a ghost.
Quite powerful, and it's actually bound to the ship.
Would I have any skill that would allow me to know anything about ghosts?
What sort of information are you looking for?
Well, I don't know. I'm just going down the lines. I'm a in previous life I was a treasure hunter. Going into tombs, etc.
Yeah. So what? That's why.
What he said to be careful about it.
Yeah, because
why to be careful? I mean, it seems
Because
to be able to possess.
Yeah, exactly what Sanctus is saying.
Right.
They tend to possess people, and once they're in there, for example, and I'm just pulling a random person out of the hat here, if Sol gets possessed, You might want to give.
Labyrinth.
Yeah, you might want to give him a wide as he hurls his battle axe, isn't it? Yeah, around.
Look, if everybody's up on deck, Pericles is going to say, I think a plan might be in order when we board. Does anybody have any
Well, they don't.
suggestions?
Here's my suggestion. Obviously, first suggestion: murder everyone. Second suggestion, which is first suggestion could also be part of. We come up the side, be very silent, and all of a sudden we jump. When we get just right close enough, we jump across the gap between, and we ambush them. I'll pop in, and then because I am, of course, just the messenger of the thunder, I'll scare them all away with a natural feat of mine.
Yes. I think what's the
So-
range on that? Is it like 30
30
foot?
feet.
Yeah.
30 feet. Yeah,
It seems that the ghost and the ogre might be the two things
Oh,
that are going
trust
to
me.
cause us the most issues.
I will focus on the ghost, but trust me, the ghost is going to be a little terrified of this guy. Okay.
Ever fought an ogre? Sol?
No, I'm going to keep that for you
No,
guys.
you're not Sol. You're
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Typical Sanctus.
He's the large one.
Even when somebody uses somebody's name, Sanctus doesn't reply.
I don't think he's
Sorry.
I don't think he's listening to us.
Never do.
Oh, no, hang on. He's looking at the screen. Oh, no, he's gone. Anyway, okay, so
It's a very filthy deck that we're on.
nothing.
Has a lot to do.
Thank you very much for your input. Right, looks like Jennifer.
Yeah, and I
You're-
heard that
you're
this entire
fighting
thing
the
is
ogre.
flammable. I heard that many things are quite flammable here, and so that kind of makes my job a little bit hard to do.
So just to let you know, anybody who's had spell understanding of anything will know that alchemist fire is basically a type of gunpowder. It can actually be thrown and it blows up as it hits, doing 6d6s of damage, fire damage, obviously. And then the object is set ablaze, and it actually is set to blaze because the oils all over the object. He does Grimzoid does say that they are stored in the cargo hold, and
With the secret weapon.
no, that's stored in the
brig.
brig. And he said, it'll be, if one goes, then others might go as well. And he sort of says, I think he'll kill most things if the ship's on fire, apart from that ghost.
Well, as my comrades well know, I can make water appear from nowhere. So, as long as it's a situation-
Nice.
Thank you. I can also destroy water, but that's
Is it like
semi-magical.
a glassful or plentiful water?
I
It
have
does have
choices for how
empty.
much, but at my lowest level, I can make 10 gallons.
Oh, wow. 10 gallons would be enough to put out a burning ship, I think.
It depends on the situation. I might need a lot more, and I think the maximum I can do, the maximum would be, shoot, how much would this be? Like 30 gallons?
Ouch.
Yeah,
That
30 gallons.
that is plenty. That is going to be good. I like
So
the
in this
sound
case,
of it.
if it's just like we need to put out ticking time bombs, then you guys know I could definitely do that easy peasy. So I'll just try not to hit anything that looks too much like a storage area.
Nice.
Pericles is going to go up to Sol and he's going to say, "Is everything okay, Sol?"
I'm using this deck here.
But we tried to involve you in the conversation about the plan, and well, you didn't say anything.
Oh, I was busy doing this. There are more important things in this world. A clean and tidy deck is the most important thing I've been taught recently.
I tell you what's really nice for you, Medivac. Now you can use the same voice for both this and your D&D
No,
camp.
I can't because Minister can't talk now because.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if we can find the last breath. That's the next
To be
thing.
fair, Sol's going to turn around to Perry and say, when things happen, just point to the big one. Say, go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Who was?
Oh yeah.
Alexa?
Yeah, I mean that's basically what we said. We when we were discussing the plan, we brought up maybe you could engage the ogre.
Yeah, I heard all that, but I
Right.
kind of figured that was like you were like, everybody knows that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think that there's a potential twist we can put on this situation that might help us not get burned down as much. I want to cast a spell on you before you go against the ogre.
Okay.
Okay. So hang on. Let's find the ship first.
Yeah.
Then we can get combat ready. Then we can roll initiative in that order.
I
So,
like it. I like it.
okay then. So
So Jennifer wants to put her sparklies on me. Not a jubblies, a sparklies.
there'll be no putting sparklies on anything, Jennifer, please.
No, this is a normal. It'll be normal things.
So I need one person, preferably the person who is best at it, to roll a survival check. Okay. It's going to be, I'm not too sure what it defaults to, but this is going to be wisdom that it defaults to this time. So it's survival check via wisdom.
+4.
My
Alexa.
wisdom's plus. Oh, my wisdom's +4.
Okay. But so just to let you know, because there's two of you or more of you doing the looking, you will get advantage on the roll as well. So what we could do, if Sol and Sanctus have both got survival, you could each roll it once.
Unless Perry's better. Is Perry?
No,
got survival?
you go ahead.
All right.
Am I just doing a roll D20 plus?
Well, it's up to you. What I was thinking, so you both get a roll. You can both roll it just once, and we'll take the highest one as the advantage. How does that sound? Yeah.
That's fine. Any, reedy, miny, mo. Oh, bummer.
Right. Yes. So the 13, you see it way off in the distant, Sol, for a quick moment. It's ahead of you and to the left, but it's within a matter of moments, it's back into the clouds of the cosmic storm, and you then again have to continue searching for it. So this is now 30 minutes later, still searching for it. You can both roll your survival again. Oh, yes. So now, this time, you both see it. Remember, you're invisible, and you're sort of like sailing along, and all of a sudden, right in front of you, virtually, coming out the clouds, it actually drifts straight ahead of you. You're about Let me just randomly roll this.
So we're invisible, but he's visible.
You're invisible, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Can I
he's
shout out? I
No,
can
no, don't
see
shout.
you.
um
Oh, there they are.
you're
Right,
very
right,
close.
right.
You're very close. You're literally like 70 feet apart. You can actually get up alongside the last breath. And this would be a good moment, Jennifer and Sanctus, and anybody else who wants to do a bit of buffing before we actually roll initiative.
I'm going to
Right,
polish the
sounds good.
decks. Buff
You
the
go to
decks.
what? Sorry.
Buff the decks.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start because I only have one, and our priest might have a few others. I would like to give the spell. Well, I'll whisper to Saul that I'm going to give you kitty cat legs, and I want you to fly. And I'm going to cast the spell Jump
Ooh.
on you.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how this might help, but I feel like if my kitty cat friend flies, this might go badly for the ogre.
Yeah. So this will it'll be, you'll be able to see how that's going to be super helpful. Can I just say, when I glanced at that spell, I thought it said that the person it's cast on is given grasshopper hind legs. And I suddenly thought that Sol was going to have these two cricket legs, but no, it's just you crumble one in your hand.
To carry hot things
Yeah.
on my wrists.
Okay, I'll tell you what that will allow you to do in a second, Sol. Sanctus, what would you like to do?
We'll do a bullion bond again on my fella friends.
Yeah.
So
So that's a 1d4, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else?
But it also allows, just in case it allows them to teleport to each other. As a reaction to absorb a hit.
So so if you remember, we're talking, I think it must be within a certain amount of distance, is it?
30 feet.
30 feet. So if one of your colleagues is, and correct me if I get it wrong, Sanctus, if one of your colleagues is having been about to be attacked, you can actually impose yourself between that and take the damage for them. So I can see that if Jennifer's about to be squashed by someone, knowing how squishy he is, Sol could actually go and come in and take the damage. Just to let you know that Grimzord is coming with you as well.
What about Crooks?
No, he's not going on an undead ship.
Yeah, he's got better things to do.
He's going to hope that you all survive, but at the same time, curse the undead mariners. Okay, so I'm going to show you the setup. Okay, and then your character's already on. They're off deck at the moment because they're still on the other ship, and then I'll tell you what you can see, and we'll go from there. Right. Where are you? Out there. Okay. Can you see everything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay then. So obviously you can jump onto the deck. Sol, because you've got cricket legs, you can either jump up onto the stern castle or jump up onto the forecastle.
Yeah, so I can jump, 54?
Yeah. So you'll easily be able to make that jump. Well, everybody else needs to go onto the deck unless they've got some kind of fly ability or something like that. Notice that on the main deck, the one in the middle, you can see that the stairs at either end go up onto the stern castle and the forecastle, but there are 2 sets of stairs that are going down to the cargo hold. Okay, this is a familiar ship to you. It's the same as the first ship that you were on, that I forget its name. Okay, then. So shall we have... Does anybody want to ask any questions before we do some initiative?
I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna Starlight Step, so that way I don't have to worry about making any.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So if you'd like to click your tokens, and just to let you know, I'm going to just roll 1 for the vampirates. They're all going to go on the same initiative roll. However, the ogre is going to do a separate one.
Do I get advantage on my initiative because all my friends are rolling initiative at the same time?
If that's what you... Is that right? Are you messing with me?
I'm messing with you.
Right. I didn't know whether or not it...
I'm not a rogue, sorry.
I didn't know whether or not it was something to do with a help command or something. Right. Why can't I open? Are you... sorry, my vampirate won't actually... try this. Well,
Yeah, you got a 20.
yeah. But I need to add into it vampirate. Okay. And then finally we got the ogre, who is actually, you can probably see it now, is a ogre zombie. If you remember before, I commented and said it was a little bit worse for wear. If you remember, that is why. Sanctus,
I thought he was just space sick.
what's your initiative bonus?
+1.
+1. You go before the vampirates, then Perry, then the ogre if we get there, then Saul, and then Jennifer. Okay, then. So Grimzoid starts off and he jumps over. And then once you jump over, by the way, you move half your movement if you wish. And he sort of like comes to here, ready to go up and attack all that vampirate. He'll probably actually get there. That won't be an issue for him. He just open to she, and he will dive up there. He's got a melee attack with his sword. I'm just getting it so it doesn't do all the only to me. Always whisper rolls. Okay, yeah, so he gets straight up there and does his attack. Let me put Zoid over there. Open this part. Open. Not 13. Let me just their arm class is 14, so he actually misses. And Sanctus, we come straight down to you.
Let's see how much that's. I'm gonna pop myself roughly right around here. Bam. And then let's see what I don't know where they're gonna pop up, but
So are you turning undead? Is that?
yeah, I'm gonna do turn undead.
Yeah. So because they're up high, that top, can you see that first line of
Yeah.
4? It'll affect them, but the people further back won't actually see it at this point. Do you not have enough movement to get up on?
Oh, well, I don't know where I'm starting. It's 30 feet that I can starlight step. So
Yeah, so you're probably starting from here. So I mean, 30 feet will take you to the other
other end.
the other side, so you can move or you can stay there. It's completely up to you. Whatever you would prefer.
Yeah, I just want to see where I can get all of them.
To get the ones at the back, you'll need to be up.
Okay.
So
Like that.
so you'll need to be sort of like up at because this 2 and 3 is up on the next level. Can you see? So you'll need to sort of like be stood there.
Okay.
So you're actually, I'm just moving you up to the upper deck.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So you can starlight step the 30 foot and then move half your movement to get up there. And yeah, you can now, I think I get do I get
it's a DC 15.
What check?
Sorry. I think it's, just get it exactly. I think it was not ball piece turned dead. It is wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay. So I'm going to go the one in front of you, Sanctus. Then I'm going to go down and then back up to the top to do the other 2.
Now, if they fail, there is just give you a heads up before we do it.
Yeah.
Link it in.
I think I read it. I think they run away as fast as they can go.
But if they super fail, which is half or lower, start at 5th level when an undead fails a saving throw against your turn, the creature is instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is at or below a certain threshold. So half or lower, it says.
Oh yeah, their challenge is 2, so it won't blast them. Okay then. So these are so wisdom saving throws. Okay. For some unknown reason, why? Oh, got ya. Okay then. Here we go. So going down from the top, what's the save? Did you say 15?
15 wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, okay, then here we go. First one succeeds. That's the one in front of you. The second one down, fails. Second one down, fails and got exactly the same score. And the one down at the bottom fails. The next one up near the ballista fails, and the one underneath it succeeds. So what I'm going to do, so really these are all sort of like running away and huddling somewhere. The one in front of you is still unturned. And just so you know, I'll just move this one forward a bit. This is the other one that's not done. Is that an action or bonus action?
That's an action.
Action, yeah. So
I should have used my bonus action as well as getting up there. So
got ya. Okay then. Yeah. So the next one is the vampirates. So the 4 down at the bottom, they're doing nothing. The one in front of you will look really nasty and actually do its energy drain melee attack on you. It gets a 20.
Jeez. All right. Well, it gets me.
Yeah. Okay then, and it will do. Not giving me the option. 8 necrotic damage to you.
Okay.
I don't think that hurts you that much.
That's fine.
Okay, and This one moves down. It's going to try to go to Grimzoid then on its turn. These are just sort of like, I'm going to put all these four all together because they're going to be turned for a period of time. And then it will try to hit Grimzoid and misses him. Okay, down this other side, you notice that these pirates are coming down onto the deck. And these two are up there. And the ogre seems to be kept up there. It seems to be almost like in some kind of leadership role. And yeah, sorry, the ogre doesn't move yet. It will do. Perry, you're up on 14.
Okay. Perry wants to hold his action until if one of these, either this one or this one, goes up either of the stairs where he knows that Sanctus or Grim is, he wants to then jump up, use his movement, and engine from behind.
Okay. The ogre now, as mentioned before, almost like comes round here, and it seems to be shouting orders at people. And Sol, you're up. Cricket legs.
I am going to minimize that screen. That screen up here. I'm going to jump from the deck where I'm cleaning, and I've seen this big beast up there, and I'm thinking, oh, it's a challenge.
I'll have a bit of him.
Yeah. And I'm going to launch myself from my deck right in front of him.
Brilliant.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to start my rage.
Yeah. Nice.
Which I will kick off.
And Jennifer.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Well, I love that it's in capitals.
Rage.
Yeah, sorry, Jennifer.
I would like to move onto the deck and hopefully have some I'd like to end up about like right here so that I have some distance from the guy coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
And then I want to use my action to shoot leveled up Scorching Ray at him.
Nice. Nice.
Which I believe with this level gives me
Is that fire?
Yes.
Yeah, okay then.
Rays of fire, so hopefully I don't miss too badly. And if I do miss, then whatever.
Armor class is 14.
Okay, well, there's a good chance. Okay, so I get 4 shots.
Yeah, go for it.
Zap! Shot number 1.
Pew! 14. You can use add a 1d4 to it if you wish.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I would love to do that here.
Which then hits. Do you want to do damage as you go along, and then?
Sure, unless you want me to roll it at the end. It's
either or. I'm fine.
Little 8. That's the first ray.
8. It's 8. Yeah. Okay.
Second shot. 22.
That's hit.
And we'll give you a. Okay, maybe I didn't click it properly.
The tension.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh wait, no, that's
Ignore that. I clicked it.
She was going to take that. She was going.
Okay. 7 damage.
7. Yeah.
Total of 15.
Yeah.
My third shot. Oh, nice.
Nice. Some nice dice rolls coming out here.
Yes.
Ouch. 9.
That would be 24.
And last one.
It's 14 hit.
Yeah, 14 is their armor class exactly, so it will hit.
Extra 7 then.
7. Okay.
So 31 total. If I'm doing math
yeah.
correctly?
It's still up, but it's rather singed. It's all like a boo, 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 as these things and little bits of material sort of like set on fire and fall off, and maybe an ulna or a tibia sort of like blasted off. And we come back up to. Oh, sorry, do you need a bonus action?
Thanks for checking, but no.
No. Okay, then. Grimzoid does his attack. I'm just going to move him onto here. He's going to try to hit this. He does hit for 20 necrotic damage. But unfortunately, I am immune to necrotic damage. He's not going to do very
Grimzod.
yeah. He's not going to do very well. They seem to be sparring left, right, and center. Sanctus. You're up.
Sanctus is going to do his bonus action of casting spiritual weapon, so it creates a
I'm
I
not
don't know.
drawing it. I am not drawing it.
just remember it's weighted. No, on next to the guy in front of him, put him like right here, and or yeah, that's fine. And then that's attack with that. That's a bonus action.
Is it a mace with a double handguard?
Boo. Does that hit?
Yeah, 14 does hit.
And then we'll roll that thing. That.
What kind is that? Force damage? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then as his action, he's gonna cast Spirit Guardians, which creates like around him a whole bunch of angelic figures.
Oh yes.
Are gonna smack some. Yeah. And anyone that gets within it has to only go half speed.
Okay, nice.
Within my 15 feet radius. So he has a wisdom save of 15. If he fails that, he gets 3d8 damage.
He does fail that.
Oh. Roll. 14.
Okay.
Damage.
Medivac or anybody. Okay, I have a damage vulnerability to radiant. So do I take double that?
I'll let Chus Google it. Just go for it now. I think it is double, but because if you're resistant, you take half.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I can see him tapping away furiously.
Yeah, doubled.
Doubled. Yes, nice. So that would be 28, yeah?
Yeah. So 14 plus 28.
Which is why I have a radiant axe.
So minus 28, and what was the first one? 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not surprisingly, he's out.
Bummer. All right. Oh, I'm gonna do some damage, guys.
Okay. Any more actions? You've probably done
That's-
action and bonus action, so you wish to move?
Yeah, should I, guys? Yeah, I'm gonna move. So that way the radiance now follows me.
Yeah. But the
and
spiritual
I'm gonna-
hammer not.
The spiritual hammer has to move by itself on my next turn.
Okay then. So I mean, what's your
It's 15 feet. It's 15 feet, right? So I'm gonna just go right here.
Isn't it? Do you use it? We've got a bonus action, isn't it?
Oh, it's moving above a section.
Yeah,
never
moving
know.
the spiritual weapon. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's done. Vampirate time. So the one next to you, that you zap, Jennifer, is firing back at you with. But let me just make sure I'm in range. Yeah. with its energy drain ranged attack. 17 will hit.
Yes, that hits.
I assume. And you take 10 necrotic damage.
Gross.
And this one here moves up to you and whacks you with its melee, but misses. This one up here, Chugs, I can't remember what your delayed action was, so just talk.
My delayed action doesn't matter now because it's gone on to the next round.
Oh, right. He's going to fire his ranged weapon attack at you, Harry.
I'm not invisible anymore.
Say again, sorry.
Is this ship no longer invisible?
Oh, I see. Oh, are you still on the other boat?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So yeah, it does it. I'll roll it again then, Jennifer, because it's going to be firing at you.
So I thought delayed reactions lasted until your turn again.
That's what I thought happened, but
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah.
So Jennifer,
So my delayed reaction was if anybody comes up onto those ones.
so Jennifer, you've got 2 coming from up above you now as well. 14
Does not hit.
and 24 will hit,
Yes.
I'm thinking. And that will be 11 plus 7, so 18 necrotic damage for you. Are you still up?
Yes, but
Yeah.
I'm not doing well.
Okay, and yeah, okay then. The Perry, we're up to you now.
Okay, so Perry's going to jump across. As he jumps across, he's going to land, draw his short sword as a free action, and he is going to attack this one.
Yeah, you'll need to take a bit of your movement as well to get around there,
Okay,
but
yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, so yeah, attack away. Armor class is 14.
Okay, so I got a 21 and 15 damage in total.
15 damage. I think my roll 20 dying. Oh no, it's because I'm still on the roof. What was it? Sorry, 15 damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Bonus action.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action as a cunning action.
Yep.
To disengage. How much movement have I got left? My total
you have
25.
Well, you have half movement because you had to jump across, so you got 12. So you've got like 10 feet that you can go.
Okay, and then he's going to start off as a run, heading up to the top of these stairs to get up to these stairs going up.
Okay then. And Ogre, Sol, let's start having our battle, shall we?
Ogre.
Bring it on. Okay, here we go. Let me bring his sheet up.
And I shall look my sheet on the floor.
Nice. Yeah, okay then. He's got a massive morning star that is coming round to hit you. Oh, sorry. It's whispered to me, but it's an 11. I don't think will hit.
No, I'm a.
You're let me.
15.
I'm just changing. Yeah, so he sort of like swings that and he misses you. And that brings us to Sol. You're up.
Seeing this morning star whiz over my head by this massive ogre, who Sol is surprised that he's bigger than him.
Yeah.
He's gonna
And
He's great axe. Sorry, God.
there's bits of maggots living in him, and so.
No. Well, Saul's idea is he's seen this. He's ducked down. He's going to swing his great axe up between its legs and then follow through one through its shoulder. And let's see if
Nice.
that actually works.
Arm class 8.
Is that all it? No.
He's actually the weakest.
Yeah.
Of the bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's going to hurt then, isn't it?
But you don't know that. You could just say he was.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
That will hurt. I'll give you that.
Okay, damage-wise, you want a... why is it doing this stupid thing with advantage and everything else? Disadvantage, display, blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Right, I'll do normal roll, but
Yeah, that's fine. Then we could
add more
add
to it.
extra
Yeah.
numbers.
Oh, what's happened there? Have I got a special there as well?
So 18 plus 2. So that's your normal
Plus
damage.
two for rage, yes.
So that's 20 your normal, but then you have to, is it you add on your weapon, the full amount of your weapon
Which
again?
is a D12, yeah.
Yeah, so
32.
42.
No, 32.
32, thank you. Okay,
Let's try again.
I'm just
So
going
that's
to,
that was a crotch hit.
I'm just moving him down
Yes.
slightly because it's overlapping one of my things that I use. 12 hits, he's got an hourglass of 8.
Gosh, that's ridiculous. Which is 17.
17. Thank you very much.
And Saul's seen this axe cleave into him twice. He's going to just look him in the eye, these horrible yellow eyes in front of him, and he's going to go.
It's good. Sorry, I haven't got my cameras open.
He's going to roar at him.
Oh, raw. Nice. Got
I
it.
want to intimidate him. I want to get him. On
Nice. Jennifer, so you've got the one right in front of you. You've got the one that you damaged to the west of you, yeah? You've then got the one up on the parapet, up on the top map, and the one further up on there as well. Oh,
Zoom stopped responding for.
okay. So what?
Very ironic.
What we'll do, therefore, let me just message.
Need an extra person.
Message him. He can sort of like log out and then log back in again. It'll all go funny, but it'll all come back as well. Da, da, da. Just as he comes back, I'll just, shall I let him in?
No. Let him type.
Just say sorry. We started like at 7 o'clock.
Yeah. What time do you call this, Mr. Pickles? I can. Oh, it's connecting audio. To Mr. Pickles.
He's gone again from me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Can you still see roll 20?
Yeah, everything except for my camera is working.
That's all right. You've got your cat burglar covering your square, so that's absolutely fine. So what would... Oh, there you go. You're on now.
Yes.
So you've got quite a number of foes.
Yeah, and if I don't do anything to solve this number of foes, I will die next turn. They took out 2/3 of my health in one
Ouch!
round. Yeah, so I'm going to have to be the priest here. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on myself.
Okay.
That's fair. Sorry, I'm not doing my job. I'm just getting really excited for taking all these sinners down.
That's quite selfish. I've seen healers heal other people before themselves.
Yeah, 26 points of damage restored.
I'm just feeling the rage of the Thunder emanate through me.
Is that coming up to 39 then?
Yeah, if I can figure out how to increase it now.
Spirit guards.
Yes,
Okay,
39.
spiritual
Okay, so that's my my action, but my bonus action is another spell. What?
Nice.
I want to cast Flame Blade. Oh, actually, that's not. I don't think I get to attack with it. I just get to summon it. Hold on.
It's done 10 points of fire damage to something.
Yeah, so I use my bonus action to cast it, but then I have to use my actions to do melee spell attacks. So there's no attack or damage this round.
Okay, but it's there
I've
now.
summoned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it lasts for up to 10 minutes.
Nice. Very nice. Okay, we come back up to the top of the round on 21. Grimzoid is fighting with this vampirate Sanctus in front of you. It seems to be more melee combat now. It's almost like fisticuffs and some kind of grappling going on. Yeah, and you go on 20.
Well, so now that I'm 15 feet away from all the vampires, they now have to do a saving throw. But since if I do damage to them, they are no longer transformed turn undead. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay then. So what's my saving throw?
It's wisdom 15.
Okay, so let's do the one in front of Grimzoid first. That's a 7, so he fails. Does he take damage?
Yeah, I'll do damage at the end.
Okay,
It's gonna be a 3d8.
And then there's 3 more. One a fail. 16 pass.
Yeah.
And 15
pass.
Okay, so 2 of them.
I'll do the roll for you.
Yeah.
2 of them will get.
So these 2 will have the half damage, is it?
Yeah, but it's half, so it'd be like full, I guess. So I just do it once. 2 will get, since it's radiant damage, so it'll get full. Then 2 will get double.
Oh, got you. It's, they'll take 4 each. Yeah, is that what you said?
So 2 of them, because they pass, will get half, but since it's radiant damage, it'll be full.
So
he hasn't rolled the damage yet.
Yeah.
Oh, right, go do some damage on me.
Come on, mate. Do it.
So
they'll both take 14 points then. Yeah, because
and then 2 of them will take 28.
Yeah.
And then.
So the ones that made their saving throw will take 14, and the ones who didn't make their saving throw will not come out of the turn undead. Is that what we're saying?
No, they'll take 28 because they're vulnerable, but they'll come out the turn undead because there's damage being done to them.
Right. So 28 there.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to separate these out.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Well, if there's 4 there, you need to do one more roll.
8.
One more wisdom roll.
Yeah, that's
then you
right.
get one more of them.
Yeah, one more. 15.
So that one will take 14.
14. Yeah. Okay. Done. All done. Yeah.
Then there's still a little bit more I can
yeah, because that's just following you round, isn't
yeah,
it?
that's just what I'm doing. That's the eminence I'm giving off. Now I'm going to.
Sorry, I said before you need to use bonus to move it, but I thought it was a spirit weapon. Sorry, ignore me.
No.
Yeah.
Now spirit weapon, and now we'll move from there and get to. I'm assuming I'll say this one is one of the ones that I didn't hurt too bad.
Yeah.
So I'll bring it there, and I'll do see if it hits him.
Yeah,
that's my bonus action.
Yeah, so 14.
So no, I'll roll it really quick. So probably won't hit him.
No, that won't hit him.
But I will do.
That would hit the ogre.
That would hit the ogre. surprisingly. But I will do as my actual action, Sacred Flame, which I think it's an invocation cantrip, so I don't know if that's radiance or not.
When you cast it, it'll come up what
What it is. Okay.
damage it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I will.
I would have thought it might
The
be.
Sacred Flame is radiant normally.
It'd be a DC 15, dexterity 15.
Okay.
I'll cast it on.
He makes his save.
Okay, so it wasn't matter if you.
Oh right.
that will be
Oh, I see. So it's like no damage if he makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an awesome spell when it hits, though.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's Sanctus done then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got quite a party now. These are going to move through as they flock towards you. So as they move through it, do they take damage
I think so.
as well?
Yeah. One that. Sorry.
So is that the 14 one?
That's the DC 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they have to do another. I think
And is
when the
that
creature enters the area. Oh no! When the creature enters the area for the first time, or a turn starts, or
oh no,
on a
so
turn or starts its turn there, it must make a Wisdom saving throw on a failed save.
yeah,
I'll
okay.
just-
So here comes, we need 4 more of these then. What was the
Wisdom saving throw.
15, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of them got it. So do you want to roll your 3d8s
Yeah.
again for me, please? This is nervous. 11.
So it'd be 22 damage
22
to them.
damage. So this one is out. This one is out. This one minus 22. And this one. So yeah, there's just 2 of those still up there. Right. Down to you, Jennifer. So the one directly next to you will do its melee attack, but misses with a 7. The one straight the way down from you that you damaged before, it will do its range attack on you. Gets an 18,
Ooh.
which will hit. 12 necrotic damage. The one on top of the stairs gets 11, which is a miss, I think.
Yes.
And the one that Perry's moving towards, it has a ranged attack, 11, that will miss as well. And so we move on to 14. Perry, it's your turn.
Okay, so Perry's going to run up to the top of the stairs. Is that going to be 5, 10, 15 feet?
Yep.
And he is going to launch an attack. Let me just turn off.
Remember to keep the 1d4 added to the attack roll.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be a much, I'm afraid. Okay, so that's a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay, 8 points damage. Thank you. -8. Okay. Yeah. Anything else, Perry, that you would like to do?
No.
No.
That's it.
Okay.
What's he armed with?
They're just fighting with their weapons. They have a ranged energy attack and a melee energy attack. They do have light crossbows, but they're not using them.
Right. So it's a spell that he's doing.
Well, no, it's a melee attack.
Okay, right, okay.
Yeah. Okay then. Ogre.
What's that coming over the hill?
Is it a monster? 20 will hit you.
That will be a most palpable hit.
So half of that will be 8. 17 total, but I think you take half from bludgeoning. Yep. And that's him done. And Sol, you're up.
Right. So Sol is going to keep the contact with this ogre's eyes. He's going to move to here. And again, he's going to take one swing this time at the ogre.
Ooh.
Distract the one behind him. This here. He's going to take a swing at that as well.
Nice. So you can
try to get both.
So you can have normal against the ogre, but you can have advantage for that one whose his concentration is all with Jennifer at the moment.
Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry. Okay, well, that's handy.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
So this is on the ogre then first.
Ogre first. He has an arm class of 8, just so you know.
So your damage will be a paltry 10 as I cleave into an arm.
Minus 10, yeah, and then you can have it.
Yep, and then I'm going to plant my foot down and spin and hopefully decapitate the one behind me.
He has 14, arm class 14, but you have advantage on this roll.
Oh, sorry, I missed that one. So advantage, let me roll that again just in case I get a crit. I meant to roll advantage too.
Yeah. Nope.
So 16.
To do some damage
for
me.
Is 19.
Ouch. Okay. He's now. Yeah, go for it.
Again, I'm going to roar at this one who's on the stairs as well as I spin around. So I'm really.
Yeah, this vampire definitely hears you, and you're fighting on 2 fronts now. So you won't have advantage next time. Jennifer, you're up.
I'm going to swing my flame blade.
Yeah.
The size of a scimitar, and it's at the guy that's in melee with me.
Yeah.
Here is my attack.
Yes, that definitely hits.
And eat some fire. 11.
Yeah, he is still up. And we go up to the top of the round. Sanctus. I think I need to do some saves first, don't I? Or do that on my action, do I? I can't hear him. Still there.
It's when
Sorry,
the
my turn,
creature enters the area for the first time on a turn. So if you're not moving, then it's not your.
Yeah.
So Sanctus, you're on.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna have my mace attack this one.
Yep.
My nice mace. It's nice. He's nice and beautiful. Sexy.
So
yeah. 15.
That hits 14.
All right. Buttocks. 6.
And that's a 6 normal, isn't it? Because it's not.
Yeah, I think
6.
it's just
Yeah. Minus 6. Yeah.
And then on this one right here, I'm gonna use Sacred Flame again, so it would have to do with dexterity saving. No, actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm even better. It'll be same saving throw. No, it'll be a wisdom total of the dead, it'll be wisdom saving throw, but it's gonna be do a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Okay. And it gets a 13, so it fails.
Fails. So I'm going to then get to do 2d12 damage to it.
Nice. What's this coming at it?
16.
You've got to guess.
Toll of the dead.
Yeah.
That was a huge amount of hit damage, and he is dead. I'm going to make this one dead as well. Grimzod has eventually tried to strangle it to death. Right. Sanctus, you've just got 1 to hit you on 20.
See, does it? But when it starts its thing, it does have to do a wisdom 15.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Wisdom, he fails that, so do some more damage to me.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ugh. So double that, I guess.
Yes, so that'll be 36 points of damage, which will kill that one altogether. Okay, so let's go to the top vampirate with you, Perry.
Armor class 15.
Armor class 15, 21, which will hit you and do 11 necrotic damage.
I'll use my reaction to do uncanny dodge, half in it.
Okay, so that'll be 5 points of necrotic damage. This one attacking you, Sol, up at the top. There's 9, which I think will miss.
That will be a miss, sorry.
Yeah, no need to be sorry. I don't. The one in front of you, Jennifer, gets a 6 and misses. And you look at the one directly in front of you. Do you know which one I mean? The one that you sacred blamed. And you suddenly notice that from the ship, magic missiles fire across the gap and whack into this one, who's only got very few hit points left and dies. You can see that Toppler is on the deck behind you now.
Yay, Toppler!
Okay, that's me all done. Perry, you're up.
Okay, so my free action, I want to draw my dagger from in my left hand. So I've got both weapons. I want to attack with my short sword, which is going to be a miss even with the +4 or +1 to 4.
Oh no, no. Because their armor class is 14.
All right.
So if you roll a 1d4 and get a 4, it will hit. Come on.
1d4.
Oh, miss.
And then I want to do another attack. We're using my bonus action with my dagger.
Okay. Uh, 22 will hit. Is that 4?
Okay. Yeah. No. Don't take any damage because I'm just going to roll it because it's. I don't know what it is with attacking with a secondary weapon. What don't you get onto it?
I would have thought any strength.
It's going to say strength bonus, I think it is.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
So I'm just going to be rolling a 1d4 and not adding on any damage for it. So whatever that is, 1.
1. Thank you. I've just seen the time, people. Is everybody all right just to get to the end of this battle?
Yeah, I'm good.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
Arr. Okay, Ogre is...
Oh, hang on. I'm about to hit Andrew, so now I've got to go. Sorry.
But with the Ogre, you're worried about the Ogre.
I'm worried about everything these days.
12.
Oh my God, that was so close. Swooshing above my head.
Do you know, his damage is just sort of like so pathetic. That's it.
Why are we all so scared of it?
I know. I just think it was hilarious. Sorry, Sol, you're up.
Again,
He's a great leader, though, right?
He is.
I'm facing this one here, so I hit that one first. I'm
Yeah,
going to swing around
fair enough.
the ogre.
Okay.
So let's
So the
see.
first one is 14. Yep. That hits.
Your damage is a 13. So I'm going to try to, like, as I'm swinging, I'm going to go down and try and get the leg and then up into the ogre.
Nice.
So if that's still standing, here we go.
I'm
Ogre.
still standing.
Oh, that was so close to a crit.
Yeah, that hits. He's only got an armor class of 8.
Oh, that's 14 damage. So as I'm swinging up, I'm going under the armpit of the ogre.
Yeah, they're both looking very, very dicey at the moment. Jennifer, you're up.
I'm going to swing my blade because that's what I'm doing now. Here's my to hit.
Yes.
And here is your burns.
Give me some burns.
7.
Yeah, nice. Oh, hang on, I'm looking at. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're back up to the top of the round, 21. Grimzoid is going to come down from the deck above, and he comes dashing down, and just as you hit this vampire with your fireblade, he cascades into it, almost like rugby style, and they start to grapple on the floor. Sanctus, you are up.
I want to check one thing. That's okay. I'm going to then Starlight Step closer.
Yeah.
So it'll be my bonus action.
Is it 30 foot?
Yeah.
So it's going to take you just past the mast on the other.
But could I Starlight Step closer to Jennifer?
Let's have,
Find out roughly where that would be. My mission's be somewhere around here.
Yeah, you can go right next to her if you wish.
All right, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to, as my action, do my second round of Turn Undead. There should be any undead within 30 feet. So.
Yeah. So let me just see where you're.
Is that other thing still on though? Because isn't it going to damage everybody where you've just gone to?
No, it only if I want them to. So I get to say, this is good.
So
good. That's a good one, and that's a good one.
You declare that when you first cast in the area. And if you walk into anywhere once you've declared it, it will damage whoever you walk into. Trust me on this one.
Yeah, because you did it to Sol in the first one.
So what's the radius of it from you?
What which one?
The Celestial Choir.
That's 15 feet, but it's also concentration, so I can just drop it.
Yeah, so you can drop it and move there. Just to let you know, from there, the only undead that you're going to get is the one next to Grimzoid.
Well, in that case, then I won't do that. Then I'll do even better. Because there's only one left. I'll do Balm of Peace, which allows me to heal people if I walk within 5 feet of them.
Oh yes,
I thought
I can walk 30 feet. Yeah, I balm myself up with Sager Balm. I'm like, I'm good now.
So how much damage how many hit points will Jennifer get back?
I will roll it for you.
Jennifer, you're getting healed.
Yeah.
Well, it's lotion to my burns.
Right there.
It's a balm. Huge, hideous beast.
11
I'll
points.
do that, but I'll even do better as I'll get closer and I'll walk the 30 feet I can to is it 10, 20, 30. I can't get, there's no point. I'll just stop where I'm at.
Okay then.
So I was hoping to make it to Saul, but no.
Well, Salt's fine. So these two in front of you will grapple until one of them is dead. So that's that combat is over there. Sol, I'm going to take a whack at you with my melee weapon. 13.
That's almost a hit.
Right. And my ogre will have a hit at you.
You see, that's being cocky, and 11's almost a hit as well.
Yeah. And then zombie, pirate zombie at, you're still there, aren't you, Perry?
Yeah. I haven't moved.
7 will
That's a miss, yeah.
miss. So yeah, Perry.
Okay, so attack with my short sword.
13 misses, but you've
I've got a 4 to roll onto it.
yes, so it'll hit. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's for 7 points of damage.
7 points off.
And then he's going to follow up with a dagger slash.
That hits.
Which is going to be for is it rolled the damage? 1d4 plus 3. Yeah, 1 point of damage again.
For 1 point, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's Perry done. Ogre will take. Oh no, whereabouts?
You rolled ogre with the vampire.
Yeah, my fault. Sorry. Sol, you're up.
So anybody looking at the top deck will see Sol literally in a whirlwind.
Spinning. Yeah.
And he's going to do exactly the same again. He's going to hit the ogre this time.
Ogre, yeah.
And then he's going to spin around and hit the smaller one.
Oh, yep.
Hopefully hits. Hopefully hits. Let's not get
Ogre first.
See what I mean about getting cocky?
I haven't seen it yet.
No, you will in a second.
10
Oh,
hits.
But it's a fumble, so it doesn't hit.
Oh, is that right? Got you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one's always a fail. No matter what.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah. And then vampire.
Well, yeah, I can
Vampire.
swing, overbalance myself, and then pull in my great axe and swing at this vampire. Oh, go for that. 21.
That hits.
And your damage. Oh, let's have another one, shall we? Is that a 1? 9 damage. You don't have a fail table, do you? So I can't do anything.
Yeah,
stupid,
no,
chop
we're
my own leg
not.
off. No.
Your loincloth falls. There you go.
That's fine.
Jennifer, you get a peek. Just a quick one.
Now you do a constitution.
Scorching ray!
I'm running around making yellow snow.
Jennifer, you are up.
It looks like it'd be like 6 squares to get up to the vampire that is fighting with Saul. Is that
Just
correct?
remember, there is a ruler.
Well, I didn't know like how.
20
there's,
feet.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
20 feet you could move. If you can move up to 20 feet, you can go. That's right. Yeah.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah.
And I'm joining the.
She
warriors.
sees something that is tempting her up there. So
I need to prove myself a worthy woman of this.
go for it.
Okay, so here's my flame blade. Eat this. 19.
That hits. That hits.
Burn for 13.
Would you believe, Sol? It had 1 point of damage. It had 10, and you did 9.
You know what? She's going to kill the ogre as well, and then I'm going to kill her.
Yeah.
No, this is my turn. This is my turn. My bonus action is wasted.
Yeah, that one is deaded. Anything else you would like to do, Jennifer?
I have nothing else. I stay back here and I'm gonna use my spells next turn. I get
As the
there.
thing drops in front of Sol and Jennifer's there, he's going to go open mouth. Oh,
Oh! Grimzoid on the next round dashes past you to be up on the top of the deck. He probably comes to here, and they can actually have they have spider climb, so they can quickly. He sort of like scampers up the railings and appears. He seems to be going through that Pericleus's vampire. Sanctus, is there anything you would like to do on 20?
All right, so yeah, I'll just come up right. I don't know.
Are you shadow stepping?
No, I don't need a sharp side, so I can just walk over there. No point wasting it.
Do.
I'll walk like right. Yeah, I'll put right here and then aim for the big ogre and
Okay.
do
why
you,
don't
you want okay I won't take that from you. I won't take the win for you. I'll go for this guy
Why
right
don't
here.
you become your true elf species and have your spirit guide and just walk through us all, and then take over the ship? It's your ship.
I think
That does make sense.
you would probably be about there in order to get the
Okay.
incline. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just
Go for it.
that's fine. I can do I'll do sacred no, I'll do Toll the Dead on this one.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Save DC 15.
Which save? Sorry, Dex.
Sorry, it's this one's wisdom.
Wisdom 15. Nope.
Oh, beautiful. This works like a treat.
Okay. 2D. Well,
He's taking damage.
oh,
Yep.
Yeah. Any more?
if I moved, I can move my spirit weapon.
Is it out of range now or not? What's the range
don't
of
know.
the spell?
I think it's still 30 feet.
It's more than 30 feet.
Hold on. Oh, that's okay. Never mind then. That's fine. We got it, guys. We're
Okay.
good.
So Vampirate takes a swing at Perry for 24 points of damage.
Critical as well.
Oh, it's doing its last ditch attempt here and does 26 necrotic damage.
I'll use my reaction to do uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Reducing it to 13.
13 points of damage. I still like that one. A nice zap on energy drain. And yeah, Perry, you're up.
Okay, so I'll attack with my short sword first.
Yep.
For 7 points of damage.
Yep.
And then I shall follow up with a dagger attack, which is going to be what armor class have they got?
14.
All right, let me roll that D4 then, just in case.
Did you get a 9?
Yeah. He's going to change the laws of maths.
Yeah. Just out.
Oh, I thought you said there were 13.
No, they've always been 14. And yeah, your first shot killed it. In any case, and Ogre's going to have a quick swing at you, Sol. And gets a 24. That will
That's
hit.
good because I was facing the other way, so that's good.
13 points damage, so that'll be 6.
Yeah.
And then you're up. And then Jennifer.
Right. This thing in front of me has gone down.
It's got doubled now, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like going to just hack. This thing's going to take both shoulders out. Yay.
Yes, that hits.
One. So swing to the right shoulder. 13 damage.
Yeah.
And it's going to follow through with an uppercut to the left shoulder, going through the armpit on the left side
Yeah.
this time. If I can get damage out. Oh, Lord, that's. Oh, I just want to roll it. So 9 on that side.
Yeah, the first shot killed it nicely.
But in my rage, I'm like,
So
right,
that's
no.
it. Okay, well done, people. Well done. Just before we end tonight, the other thing is Grimzoid goes down. Everybody's up on deck, and Grimzoid goes down to the brig down below, and he brings up carrying what appears to be an elven woman. She seems to be a bit dozy, a bit out of it, but he brings her up and places her on the floor on the deck, and the elf lies unconscious. She's clad in a ornate black dress, accented with silver and gold. A high collar rises behind her head, and Grimzoid says, "Here's a weapon I promise you. I liberated her from the star moth we destroyed a few days ago."
Two things. Could I roll insight to see who that is? Because Astro Elf. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then two, where the hell's the ghost?
Well, roll your insight.
All right, roll my insight. Oh,
It's interesting because appearing up on the deck, she slowly seems to come around. She's quite groggy, and the elf's golden pupils twinkle as she speaks in a rather superior tone. She looks at you all and says, "I am Princess Zedalia, daughter of the Emperor Zavan, and heir to the throne of Xaryxis." So,
Xaryxis.
yeah. So this is the daughter of the Emperor, and here ends part 2 of the adventure.
Yay!
So you can see that is quite a nice weapon to have. Okay, when we come back, Ty will be with you, but you haven't, you said, where's the ghost, Sanctus? We're going to be going straight on from this part, okay? So you can do your leveling, but don't reset any of you won't have had a long rest or anything like that. So, get ready to do it, but we need to go from this place because, Sanctus, you need to check out the rest of the ship. Okay, does that make sense? So
it does.
Just get ready so you know what you're doing. So at the start, we can finish off this encounter. Ty will be with us, and then we can move on and you can level up. Right.
It says Xalius. Is that Xalius?
I tell you what I'll do, because as you know, I am completely rubbish at, I will pop it into the chat for you. And then, because you guys would be miles better at pronouncing. Why can't they call people something really simple?
Bert.
Yeah, a
Because there's
bird.
different species, bro.
Rita, Bob, and Sue too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised none of you wanted to become a pirate. By the way, I was looking.
I kind of did, but
I was looking forward to that. So it should come up in the Roll20.
Is it
I like to
Dahlia?
stop-
seems
I like
right.
to get
Well,
people
I
to
got the
buy
X
things from
right.
me and I steal it from them.
It's
Uh,
a Dali. Right, okay.
Sedalia, that's what I thought, but I might be wrong.
It's
So anyway,
It's a Dali.
good. Do you know the reason I thought it was going to be a short battle is that I imagined Sanctus as going onto one deck, turning all undead, and then Shadow stepping to the other side and turning undead. And that
But they would only have to go 30 feet from me, so they'll just it'll be constant back and forth, essentially.
yeah, it's and it's just I just thought, oh, this would be quick, but no, it was a good battle. I enjoyed it. So brilliant. So we will be back next Saturday at our normal time at 7:00 to see part 3 of the adventure. So if you enjoyed it so far, then do come back. Please also remember that if you've missed any of the previous episodes, they are on YouTube. So by all means, go across there and have a look. Medivac, would you like to talk about your games?
Yeah, I'll be playing Ludo tomorrow. We're game free for 2 weeks, so not at the moment. No, we're having a break.
Oh,
It's holidays.
I'll still. Okay.
Boo.
Boo. Mr. Pickles.
Yes, I am Mr. Pickles. I do a podcast show with my friend Brad. It's called And I Took That Personally. We have 2 episodes out right now. We talk about movies, and the 3rd episode is coming out in this week, I believe.
Ooh.
About French stop motion animation and friendship and all sorts of fun things.
Oh.
And then we'll be talking about Tom Hanks's D&D movie, Mazes and Monsters. That's our March plan. So
Nice.
that'll be a horrible time.
And if you haven't already seen it, remember there's a new trailer out for the D&D movie.
That's why I wanted to do that.
Yeah,
do a
with-
bad D&D one, and
I
then
completely forgot about Mazes and Monsters. That's like a 70s.
80s.
it's from
That's-
82,
Yeah.
and it's horrible.
Yeah,
It's bad. It's
Horrible.
bad. Yeah.
He goes mental in it, doesn't he?
Yep.
Am I right? Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
spoil it.
That's the whole premise of the movie, though, is Tom Hanks.
But that was
He's got to get away
publicity-
from that D&D.
Yeah, that was a publicity at the time, wasn't it? That it was
Yeah.
whoa,
Devil
stop
worship.
break
killing
you.
people.
Yeah. Brilliant. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9:00 for some more All the Mods 8 Minecraft. We are building the reactor. It will be definitely worth coming along and seeing. And then more Slaying Dragons at 1:00 in ESO with the Slay Every Dragon You Can Possibly Find in Elsewhere event. Okay, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for coming along this evening. We hope you have enjoyed it as much as we have. And until next time, it's goodbye from me. See you later. And it's goodbye from them.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Hope you have a good time. All right, okay. All right.
I can't even find the outro.